जलाशय समस्तस्नाग्नाभिः श्रीनाथो स्वाहा। ॐ सन्ना सोम भवतु ब्रह्म सन्ना सन्नो ग्रावाण समसन्तु यज्ञाः सन्ना स्वरुणामृतयो भवन्तु सन्ना प्रश्वा सम्पत्तु देवी स्वाहा।
प्रदातारं तारिषौर्यं यो देहि विपदे चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति। चलो उठ जाओ, बैठे न रहो।
निवेदन है, कृपया अपने अपने मोबाइल को साइलेंट में कर लेंगे।
We come together not just to mourn his passing, but to celebrate the beautiful legacy of love, wisdom, and grace that he leaves behind. As we gather in this Prarthana Sabha, we seek peace for his soul and strength for all of us who were touched by his presence. As a daughter-in-law, I was welcomed into Papaji's life with so much warmth, respect, and love. From the very beginning, he treated me not just as a daughter-in-law, but as a daughter. I still remember as the years passed, he started trusting me more than certain things that were important to him. One of the things I will always remember about Papaji is his deep love for food. He wasn't just someone who enjoyed a good meal, he celebrated it. He had a special fondness for South Indian cuisine, and the joy he felt when savoring a perfect dosa or steamed bowl of idli sambar was contagious. We used to explore the best South Indian places in Mumbai whenever he visited us. He could never fake his acceptance of a non-crispy roti. His expressions were too honest. Another one of the most beautiful aspects of his life was his deep love for Mummy. He cherished her with a love that was pure and unwavering. Their bond was one of that many of us admire, and the way he cared for her. How he respected her was a true reflection of his kind and loving heart. May his soul rest in eternal peace. May his love, his laughter, and his light continue to guide us in every step we take. Rest in eternal peace, Papaji, and you will always be in our hearts.
धन्यवाद मीटिंग नताशा। इसके बाद हमारे दामाद जी हैं, वो यहाँ नहीं है, अमेरिका में हैं। उन्होंने भी कुछ अपने जो मेरे भाई साहब से
I feel truly honored to say a few words about a truly special man, my father-in-law. He was not just my father-in-law, he was like a father to me. He was a man deeply admired, respected and learned from. Thank you, Papaji, for the values you have given to your family and for setting an example of what it means to be a truly good person. Your love for the family, your generosity and your strength have inspired me in countless ways. When I first met him in Bangalore, I was very nervous, but he welcomed me with open arms and treated me like his own son. That is the kind of person he was, and he had a big heart and even bigger presence in our lives. Over the years, I have come to admire his organizing focus and systematic approach for everything. His calm advice during tough times, his ability to see good in people, and his laughter during family gatherings. He was always a mentor and a role model for me, especially when it comes to understanding my wonderful wife, Jharna. He always called me Pawanji instead of Pawan. I always ask him, why you call me Pawanji? I am like your son, you can call me only Pawan. But he did not change. With this, I realized how much love he and respect he has for me. I will always cherish the moment we shared. I remember once he was in Bangalore and we visited to Wonderla. He was so excited to ride every ride, even a scary one. We could see that he was not scared of anything and enjoying every moment. We were so amazed to see his excitement and energy. His love for different variety of foods was not hidden. During his stay in Bangalore, once we took him to a South Indian restaurant called Mayura Sagar for a breakfast. He tried various things there and he liked so much that after that, whenever he get a chance, he used to say, okay, let's go to Mayura Sagar and have a breakfast there. I was amazed to see that. Even though he is no longer physically with us, his blessings and his teaching will always guide us. Papaji, you will always remain in our hearts. We pray for your soul to rest in peace and we will continue to honor your memory every day. Om Shanti.
इसके बाद मेरी जो भाभी जी हैं, वो उनके मौसा जी दिल्ली से आए हुए हैं, वो भी 2 मिनट अपने विचार साझा करने चाहते हैं।
अभी हमारे पंडित जी कुछ कह रहे थे कि यहाँ में आने के बाद चले जाते हैं कहाँ, तो मैं तो उस पर इतना ही कहना चाहूँगा कि इस जहाँ में आने वाले चले जाते हैं वहाँ, इस जहाँ में भेजने वाले रहते हैं वहाँ, सब अपनी ड्यूटी पूरी करके हमारे दामाद सुरेंद्र जी इस जहान में आए और अपनी ड्यूटी बहुत अच्छी निभा करके उस जहां परमात्मा के पास ही चले गए जिन्होंने यहाँ ड्यूटी लगाई थी। अब उनकी ड्यूटी जहाँ भी होगी वहाँ बहुत अच्छी निभाएंगे। हम तो उनको आज श्रद्धांजलि देते हुए इतना ही कहने कि बहुत कुछ उन्होंने अच्छा ही किया और अच्छा ही वहाँ कर रहे होंगे। धन्यवाद। जय हो।
धन्यवाद महोदय। इसके बाद मेरा बेटा अंशु, उसने भी अपनी ताऊजी के साथ काफी समय बिताया है, वो भी उनके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहता है।
ताऊ जी के लिए मैंने एक कविता लिखी है। जब पहली बार आपने मुझे गोद में उठाया, आपके स्नेह ने जीवन को नया रंग दिखाया। आपकी बातों में थी सादगी और प्यार, हर मुश्किल में बनते थे आप हमारा आधार। अब जब आप हमारे साथ नहीं रहे, यादें बनकर अश्रु आंखों से बहे। आपका आशीर्वाद रहेगा हर कदम हमारे साथ, आपकी सीख है हमारे जीवन की बात। ताऊ जी, आप हमारे दिल में बसते रहेंगे, यादों के फूल सदा महकते रहेंगे।
धन्यवाद। यहाँ पर एक शोक प्रस्ताव पुस्तिका भी लगी हुई है। किसी ने अभी उनके बारे में कुछ उनके साथ कोई बताए हो, उनके बारे में जानते हैं, कुछ लिखना चाहते हैं, तो ये पुस्तिका है, यहाँ भी इसमें भी लिख सकते हैं। इसके बाद हमारी देवती है बेटी शगुन, वो भी यहाँ पर नहीं है, लेकिन नाना जी से बहुत प्यार था, तो कुछ उनके बारे में बोलना चाहती है, तो वो टीवी पर ही।
Nana wasn't just my grandfather. He is someone who helped me shape in who I am today. Special moments that I got to spend with him will always remain very close to my heart. When I was little, Nana and Nani used to come visit us in Bangalore. He would always try to do math problems with me and say that it would be fun. But honestly, it was never fun. Looking back, I know he was just trying to teach me the value of learning. Then, there was a time where I had a bad habit of chewing my hair. Nana told me, अगर तुम अपने बाल खाती रहोगी, तुम्हारे पेट में वो अटक जाएंगे. That made me stop right away. I remember how he used to use his humor to teach me different lessons. And the last time I got to go to his house, I remember I tried to hide a box of cigarettes. Of course, Nana found it in just a couple of months. He seemed to always know everything. I will never forget you, Nana. I love you so much, and I will always miss you. Rest in peace.
Nana taught me how to walk, always holding my hand and guiding me step by step. He was so patient and kind, and he always made time to play with me and Didi, making every moment feel special. I remember how he celebrated my first birthday with me, and though I don't remember everything, I can still feel how happy and proud he was. Every morning, I'd wake him up with a little water, sometimes splashing it on him on purpose, and he would just laugh, making me feel like the best part of his day. Nana's kindness and love made me feel safe and cherished, and he was always there to guide me through everything. Even though I can't see him now, Nana will always be in our hearts. His lesson on kindness, love, and family will stay with me forever. I know that even when I don't see him, he's still watching over me, guiding me, and blessing me from above. I miss you, Nana.
We are gathered here today to remember and honor an incredible man. It's really difficult to put into words the depth of emotions. I feel that he is no longer with us. But as I reflect on his life, I am filled with an overwhelming sense of cheer and the lessons he taught me, which will remain with me forever. First of all, I really want to thank God that I was born in a family where daughter is not less than a son. My dad always used to call me Beta, and he really meant that. He gave me wings to fly, irrespective of the times where daughters were considered burden on the parents. He began his journey with mom 43 years ago, starting with just the basics at home. But today, when I reflect on his life, I can proudly say he lived it on his own terms and accomplished so much. With his wisdom and hard work, he achieved everything he set out to, and I'm certain he was immensely proud of all his children. My father was not just my parent, he was my guide, my mentor, and my biggest source of inspiration. Dad lived his life with purpose and dignity. He was a man of strong values who believed in the importance of honesty, kindness, and hard work. As a father, he was everything one could hope for, loving, supportive, and wise. His guidance was not just about dictating what to do, but about helping us finding our own paths. He was a guiding light for me in many aspects of life, especially in choosing my career path and my life partner. As a father, he was everything one could hope for. And he taught us that setbacks were not failures but opportunities to learn and grow. He showed us that strength isn't about never falling, it's about always getting back up. I remember the time when I was in Austria and I was really depressed because I couldn't find a job there because of the language barrier. But his unwavering motivation and trust in me kept me going and helped me achieving my goals. He always believed in me, even during the times when I myself doubted my own abilities. One of the things which I admired most about Dad was that he used to live life fully. He used to enjoy the every moment. And I remember how proud he was when he first took the flight to Bangalore, and then how he used to enjoy not just the swimming pool but also the visit to the Simple Mall or some nice South Indian cafe. He was a man of the belief that do hard work but also enjoy the life equally. I remember countless moments with him that will forever be etched in my heart, whether it was sitting by his side as he shared stories from his youth, or making our timetables during our summer vacations. Despite his busy office schedule, he always made time to spend quality moments with us. Whether it was recycling, running barefoot on the morning grass, playing badminton, helping us learn multiplication tables, or building our vocabulary, he was always there, creating cherished memories and shaping our growth. He used to live Sada Jeevan Uch Vichar. Every time I used to visit home from around the world, and I asked him, Papa, kya naam aapke liye? And his answer will always be the same, Beta kuch nahi. He was a minimalist. He had the same stapler, same nail cutter throughout his life. His love expressed it in a way he worked tirelessly to provide for our family in the sacrifices he made without hesitation. And in the small but meaningful ways, he cared for us every day. Not just a good dad or husband, he always played a role of dad even for his siblings. I still remember the nightless times that he used to spend to make the career of Chachu and for Bua's marriage, without worrying about his own health. As I stand here today, I feel a deep sense of loss, but I also feel an immense gratitude for the life Dad lived and the legacy he has left behind. He showed me the value of hard work and the importance of creating others with kindness and respect. Though Dad is no longer physically with us, I believe his spirit will live on in everything we do. I want to say thank you. Thank you for being the guiding light in my life, for always believing in me, and for showing me what it means to live with purpose and integrity. While it is incredibly difficult to say goodbye, I find comfort in knowing that Dad is now at peace, free from pain, and I am sure he must be watching over us, cheering us on as he always did, and guiding us in ways we may not yet fully understand. Thank you.
धन्यवाद बेटी जन्म। इसके बाद बेटा सरल पापा के बारे में वो भी कुछ अपने विचार व्यक्त करने चाहते हैं।
So first of all, thank you to everyone who's in this room. I think it is a testament to the character that my father carried. It's a testament of the fact that he spread goodwill through his life. It's been 13 days that my father left us. And these 13 days have been extremely difficult for all of us. We've had our share of highs and lows, but we always had the anchor of our life who would not just guide us, but would also help us plan and strategize so that we see the troubles through and we come out victorious on the other side. This time it was different. Because this time the reason for the storm was our anchor itself. And when the storm was executed, that was his first decision about his life, which was his own. He chose to study statistics as his majors because he loved numbers. Regardless of the fact that statistics wasn't the most employable degree at that time, but he still wanted to do what he wanted to do. He chose to settle in Karnal. We are all from Aligarh, UP, and he had no family, no friends here. But he thought the city is good to raise a family. And in spite of a lot of family and friends asking him to move back to UP, he chose to stay here because he thought that's the right thing to do. It wasn't always the good things that he chose to do this way. It was also the bad things. He used to smoke, and he smoked for 53 years. I've lost count of the number of people who told him not to smoke, but he wanted to do it his way. He never wanted me to smoke, and so he never discussed about the subject because he believed smoking is not so bad, and he didn't want me to take the same impression. And the fourth, not only he managed to live on his terms, he also managed to negotiate his terms with death. He never wanted to see the perils of old age. He never wanted to have a life which does not have the luxury of food. He never wanted a life just for the sake of adding numbers to the age. Yes, we are in grief today, but I also thank Almighty for giving my father a fulfilling life and a peaceful death. His words, Sara Sukhi Raho, Khoob Khush Raho, Tejasvi, Yashasvi Bano, are etched forever in my memory. Rest in peace, Papa. And thank you all for coming today and supporting the family in the hour of grief. Thank you.
धन्यवाद बेटा सर ने अपने पापा के बारे में जो उनकी विशेषताएं थी वो सारी बताई। मेरे सबसे छोटे मामा जी थे, मेरे भाई साहब से 1 साल ही बड़े थे, तो उनके साथ बचपन से लेकर जो उन्होंने अपनी जवानी और जब तक उनकी नौकरी लगी तब तक जो समय बिताया उसके बारे में मेरे मामा जी कर्नाटक में रहते हैं, उनके बारे में जो उन्होंने लिखकर भेजा है बेटी झरना, उनके बारे में कुछ बताना चाहती हैं।
हमने हमेशा पापा के भोजन के बारे में बहुत सुना है। पापा के मामा जी प्रताप मामा जी हमारे पापा कनाडा रहते हैं, उनके साथ पापा ने बहुत टाइम स्पेंड किया है। उन्होंने एक छोटा सा पापा के लिए मैसेज भेजा है विच आई वुड लाइक टू रीड इन फ्रंट ऑफ एवरीवन। श्री सुरेंद्र कुमार वार्ष्णेय को उनके मामा जी के परिवार की तरफ से श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित। प्रताप चंद्र वार्ष्णेय कनाडा से प्रशिक्षित सर्वप्रथम हम सर्वशक्तिमान प्रभु से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि उनकी आत्मा को परम शक्ति प्राप्त हो और पूर्ण मुक्ति मिले। His sudden departure was an extreme shocking news to all of us, and it was a much difficult news to accept it. His lifespan from the beginning was much associated with his ननिहाल। शुरू से ही वे नाना नानी मामा मामी के बहुत प्यारे थे। कक्षा 8 में नरेश मामा जी रुड़की ले गए तथा वहीं उनकी शिक्षा हुई। मेरे साथ में 1968 से 1972 तक अलीगढ़ में वार्ष्णेय कॉलेज व अलीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी में 7 साल निकाले। मेरी मेंटरशिप में अलीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी से स्टैटिस्टिक्स में MSc की। मैथमेटिक्स में श्री सुरेन बहुत ही योग्य थे। मेरा कहना था कि यदि मैथ्स में नोबेल प्राइज होता तो उनका नाम जरूर नॉमिनेट होता। MSc करने के बाद उनका अपॉइंटमेंट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया स्टैटिस्टिक्स डिपार्टमेंट में होकर मेरठ में पोस्टिंग हुई। मैं उस समय कनाडा आ गया था। बाद में कनाडा आने के लिए भी मैंने उन्हें बहुत प्रोत्साहित किया दिया, परंतु वे अपने काम में इतने व्यस्त रहे कि कनाडा की एप्लीकेशंस भरने के लिए समय ही नहीं मिला। अपने ही डिपार्टमेंट में काम करते करते काफी ऊंचे पद पर पहुंचकर वे रिटायर हुए। His attitude of hard working and dedication raised two successful and smart children, Charna and Saran. I am sure his legacy will be continued as he planned. I was very happy when he wanted to build a home in Karnal. I told him we are with you to help you out, and he did it and built a beautiful home which he was very proud of. He achieved a lot in his life and has created a few examples to follow. Let's celebrate his achievement and accomplishment. We all know that nobody is here forever. All we can do is cherish his memory. So with God's grace, let's pray and chant Om Shanti, Shanti.
मामा जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जो मामा जी ने अपने समय जो भाई साहब साथ बताया वो ताज़ा किया जाए। फिर अपने भाई साहब के साथ बारे में कुछ विचार व्यक्त करना चाहता हूँ। वो न केवल एक स्टैटिस्टिशियन थे, वो रिजॉर्ट में काम भी करते थे। इसके अलावा बहुत ही अच्छे अध्यापक थे, बहुत ही अच्छे योजनाकार थे, बहुत ही अच्छे सलाहकार थे। मेरे को जब भी कुछ पूछना होता था तो मैं तो बस भाई साहब को बता देता था अपनी जो मेरे को काम करने हैं, तो मैं चिंता मुक्त हो जाता था कि वो योजना भी बनाएंगे, सलाह भी देंगे, उसके बारे में ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह मेरे को पढ़ाएंगे। बचपन से ही खुद भी पढ़ने में बहुत होशियार थे, बहुत ध्यान देते थे पढ़ाई पर। और हमारे बड़े भाई साहब थे तो हम सभी भाइयों को उन्होंने पढ़ाई पर बहुत ध्यान दिया। मेरे पिता समान भाई थे और एक पिता हमेशा यही चाहता है कि मेरा पुत्र मेरे से आगे निकले। उसी योजना अनुसार हमें मार्गदर्शन किया, पढ़ाया। अब उन्हीं के जो गुण थे उनको ही धारण करना, उनके बताए मार्ग पर चलना ही उनके प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि होगी। इस मुश्किल घड़ी में आप सभी ने हमारा साथ दिया। एक शोक सभा में आप उपस्थित हुए, हमारे को धैर्य बढ़ाने का ढांढस बढ़ाया। आप सभी का धन्यवाद। अब पंडित जी से प्रार्थना है कि शांति पाठ के साथ जश्न पकड़ी की क्रिया के साथ शांति पाठ। हमारी पार्षद मेघा भंडारी